I made a discovery. All right, let's go and get a quick update. I didn't want it to rip plastic, so I locked her down while it was storming. Been doing a lot of work in here. So let's roll this door up. And here we go. All right. Let's go in here. It's very humid in here. Very humid. So the very first thing I planted in here on probably almost a week now, been almost a week, was the Mississippi pink eye purple hull peas. And you can see they are up really, really good. Really good. All right, so the second thing I planted was 2 days ago, and that was the gentry squash. It's a hoss seed. And you can see they're up. 2 days, y'all. 2 days. The whole line is up. Well, it's sprinkling raining again, but it's okay. I'm gonna keep on. So I've got the 1, 2, 3, 4 rows changed out on the drip tape, and the holes burned and the drip tape put in place, and have already got all 4 rows planted. So yesterday I planted contender bush beans in this row, and this row was today. I planted some cowhorn okra. Now every day I am replacing one row of drip tape. So if the weather does what the weather people say it's going to do this weekend, I will be able to work in here twice a day instead of once a day. I've been doing 5 a.m. every morning and replacing and planting and burning holes. So I've already got this drip tape here ready for, well, I'm not going to do tomorrow morning because I'm going to church, but maybe tomorrow afternoon I can do that. But at least I can get another row of drip tape marked, because I mark where the emitters are so that I know where to burn holes. I want the emitters directly over a hole. And then, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. So after tomorrow evening, I plan to have only 3 left to do. And then hopefully I can get those 3 done Monday and Tuesday. But it's not urgent on these because I am going to be planting the tomatoes and peppers in these rows, because I've got the trellising up there ready. So it's not as important that I get them done as it was for planting over here. But I am going to go ahead and get it done. And here is the tomatoes. Can y'all see that? Y'all, you're looking at tomatoes from 4 days. That's right, the red snapper from Hoss. 4 days, and it looks like I'm going to get, I'm just betting it's going to be another 100%. You can really tell when I'm inside the greenhouse. Oh gosh, it feels so good out here, even though it's raining. Y'all, can y'all see the water running off my face? It's hot in there. Well, the temp is good, but the humidity is so high in that greenhouse that it feels like, ooh, it sneaks up on you. So, but I wanted to update you on that. I have got 4 rows planted, 5 rows that I'm waiting for the seedlings to get big enough to put in the ground, and we will have our veggies on the way, really. I'm going to go buy petals from the past and get a couple of the, I think it's called the African blue basil. I think that's what it's called. I'm not sure. I'll have to ask Brooke again. But I need to get bees to the area, and then when I roll up the doors in the daytime, the bees can go in and pollinate the veggies. But every day I am working on it in there, and you know, going as far into the day as I possibly can. I think I've been working from like 5:30 and 6 until about 8:30 to 9 o'clock. And that's enough to get a row done and burned and dug into and amended. So, but I've got 2 rows that are up, and I'm just going to bet you by tomorrow I'm going to see some of those contender bush beans sprouting, because it's not taking long in there with that humidity and heat. 3 days has been the max. So tomorrow will be day 3 for the contender bush beans. So, whew, I'm getting wet, even though it does feel extremely good. But I love the sound of the rain hitting the roof in here, y'all. My happy spot. So let's go look at what I discovered on the farm. I did not know we had this on the farm, and I mean, it's a farm discovery. I was so excited when I found it. I sent pictures to Tony right away and said, look what we have. He had no clue. And then he thought, well, it's going to be just a couple, very small amount. And, well, you'll see. Come on. Let's go see the farm discovery, because, y'all, this is big. This is big stuff. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Tell the dog to quit running into you. Tell that dog to quit running into you. Boy. Y'all are noisy. Those guineas are really noisy. But they are sweet. Hey, Otis. Otis, are you ready for supper? You're gonna move out of my way. Move out of the way. Move. You ready, Otis? Otis. Good job. His food was already waiting on him. Hey, baby. Well, that didn't work out. All right, y'all. Everybody is fed and watered, and the sun is setting. Most of them are quiet. They're not following me around, so that's pretty quiet. So now we are about to go and check on the discovery. Y'all, watch this. Just watch the water. Oh, we need rain again. I don't know if y'all can see this or not. Y'all see that? Look at how many fish. Wow. All right, let's give them a little something to eat. Is that crazy? That handful of food is literally gone already. This isn't our pond, y'all. There's so many there stirring up all the silt and stuff from the bottom. So let me tell you what happened with that. I didn't have a clue that we had these fish in the pond. I know that back in the cold weather, Tony had brought home like 20 brim in a basket or in a bucket that he had gotten from another pond, and he put them in here, and honestly, he even said they died. There's no brim. There's no fish in the pond. Well, about a week ago, and I'm going to say that it was a week ago, about 5 days ago, I came out here and I thought, you know, just in case there's something in the pond, I'm going to throw a handful of food. And y'all, these fish came out of nowhere. It was just amazing. I immediately called Tony and said, we have fish in the pond. Now, they are all brim, but there are so many baby ones, y'all. There's these really big ones. There's these, small ones. But there's these tiny baby ones, like newborn, new hatched or whatever. And then there's these brim beds made out of rock around the edge. And I'll show you some video of that. But they're just everywhere. There are so many fish. Like all the food that I just threw in there is just totally gone. There's so many that they can just eat whatever you put in there and beg for more. Apparently, they have been multiplying. And we have all these brim. Now, I told Tony that I wanted to put some catfish in here or maybe some bass, but he said they'll eat your brim. And I guess brim are like bait food for the big fish. But how cool is that we have all these fish in the pond? I mean, this is crazy. Certainly a farm discovery, because we didn't have fish in here when we moved here. And like I said, he put just a handful of fish in here, and it's been several months ago. But I'm telling you, I have fed them every day, twice a day since I found them, and now I can drive the side-by-side up and they're already waiting. They feel the vibration, and they're just like all around me right now, just waiting for some more food. So I better throw some food to them. Oh, I see you guys jumping out. Oh my goodness, the water just turned black. This is crazy, y'all. This is crazy how many fish is in there. And yes, there is our old duck cage right there. And the reason it's still in the pond is it got blown in during one of the major storms. And that was the reason that I came to the pond the day that I made the discovery, was to remove that. But all the fish come out of there. And so I just felt like it was like a little bit of structure that I needed to leave temporarily. I know it's ugly, but I just feel like that I need to leave the structure in here so that they can seek shelter and shade during the heat of the day. So I'm just going to leave it, and it's going to look ugly for a little bit. But once the weather breaks and we get a little bit of cool weather, I'll remove it and maybe put a tree limb or something in there. Can y'all see the fish swim? I do have some phone video, but it just seems like I've been feeding them for 5 days straight. And it just seems like that every day when I come out here to feed, there's more fish. It's just amazing to me. I've never been, I mean, I'm just proud. I'm like a proud mother, a fish mom. And it's like having a huge aquarium. Oh, that is a huge fish over there. I just seen a really big one. I don't know what that is. I intend to feed them as long as they sell fish food at Tractor Supply. I'm going to be feeding these fish. I'm excited. Y'all, I am so happy. So, yeah, that's my discovery at the pond. I don't know. It's really something to be proud of, I think. Didn't know we had fish, but we got fish, y'all. We got fish. Y'all farm on.